Well, welcome to my channel. My name is Arissa. I am starting this channel just for my own accountability. I would like to watch where I've come and where I'm going, to set goals, keep myself accountable. So in this video, I am just gonna give a little backstory and where we started. So I have been married to my husband for a year. We have a beautiful daughter. I am a nurse. What actually prompted all of this was I wanted to go back to school to further my career and just give myself a better work-life balance. So in December of 2023, I had this inclination that I needed to go back to school. So I sat down with my husband, we did a written budget, and realized that we were actually negative $2,000 a month, meaning we were spending $2,000 more a month than we were bringing in. And a lot of that had to do with our debt. I knew we had to A, work more, B, pay off this debt, and C, do it quickly. So I'm just gonna go over our debt. What was this debt and why was it so astronomical to us and why did it have such an influence on us? I'm just gonna list them. I have my cheat sheets because who can remember all this? So my husband, I'm gonna go ahead and list out these debts. I'm not listing them in any way except for smallest to largest, just for aesthetic reasons. That's not how we paid them off. But our first debt was my husband's truck. The balance starting on that was $4,418. The minimum payment was $365. And the interest rate on this was actually 3%. The next one was our first credit card. It was our Chase Freedom. And that had a balance of $7,119. And the minimum payment on that was $250. The interest rate on this was also 29.99. Our second was our Chase Unlimited. Sorry. You'll learn very quickly. I can't talk and I word scramble, so that's an issue for you. I know, I'll see it in the comments. So the Chase Unlimited was a balance of $9,142, and this payment was $300 minimum. It also had a 29.99% interest rate. I hope you guys can see this. And then our next one was a personal loan. And it had $10,281 with a minimum payment of $237. The interest rate on this is 5%. Then I have student loans. Like I said, I'm a nurse. Before I was a nurse, I was broke. I'm still broke, but I was really broke. And the balance on that is $21,474, and the minimum, this is spread across multiple loans. I just lumped it together. Minimum is $230. And that, again, because these are multiple loans lumped together, the interest rate varies. It's like 0 to 6. I have an SUV that I bought as a graduation gift. I regret it. I love my car, but I hate this note. That it's $35,004 is what we owe, and starting our monthly note is $630. Interest rate on this is 6%. So that means our total balance, our total debt starting out was $87,438. That, it hurts so bad, so bad. We really struggled seeing that number, and it was good that it hurt to see that number. And then our monthly minimums were $2,002. how were we making it? I'm not sure. We weren't. No, I take that back. We weren't making it. So the way we attacked this is a lot of people use the snowball. Other people use avalanche. Snowball is where you take your minimum, like your smallest balance, and then pay it off in this order. Avalanche is where you take your highest interest rates, pay those off first, and then attack your others. Because I was trying to go back to school at a set time, I knew we only had the 6 months to pay off as much debt as we could and to knock out our payments so that I could afford to go back to school. So the way we tackled this is actually Chase number 1 was paid off on February 16th. And we used about $3,500 worth of our tax return to pay that off. Our next one was my husband's truck. Again, we could have paid off the higher interest, but that's just not what it was. We needed to clear out this $365 requirement out of our monthly budget. So we paid off his truck on March 15th. So that means at this point, now we're using the $250 from the credit card and the $365, and we're paying it on the second credit card. Now this credit card, because it was such a high balance and such a high interest rate, we felt like we weren't getting anywhere with it. Actually, by the time we started focusing on this credit card was almost $10,000 just because the interest had kept rising. So we were projected to pay this credit card, Chase number 2, off in July, but my husband got a promotion, which we're very, very grateful for. He got this promotion in May, and we were able to pay this off May 18th. So that means we have paid off a total of $20,000, $679 within 5.5 months. Because we paid off this $20,000, we now have $905 every month of wiggle room. And that wiggle room is going to help cover me going to school. So if you want to follow along and see how we continue to pay off this debt, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments where you are and where you're going, what your goals are, how much you're starting with, or if you're in the middle of your journey, how you've progressed through it. I am a cash envelope person, so I'll be coming out with some cash envelope stuffing videos, maybe some budget with me's. Just let me know what you guys want to see.